we are talking boundaries, baby. Boundaries are what we set. Well, I'm going to tell you guys my top 3. We were like, what? Like, obviously, we ain't cool because you're over here, like, pushing the issue and, like, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Or welcome if this is your first time to Liz Talks Vibes. Who's excited? I turned on some Palo Santo because I was kind of like, okay, let me get started. I'm still like with the podcast. I'm a little bit like, but we are doing it, right? Of course. So for today's episode, first I'm going to start off by putting on some lotion. I didn't even put it on. I am putting on some LAER Glamifies body lotion. This is the one in lavender sage. It's because I was cleaning my bongs and dude, I cleaned all of them, even the pipes and stuff, because I'm not really trying to smoke out of them like that anymore. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna clean them that way, like they're clean, and when I have like all my stuff clean, like I don't want to use them. And I just said, let me just clean them all. And then they got kind of dry, especially because I like used alcohol. So we are moisturizing with some lotion. LAER Glamifies only. Make sure to check it out. Best natural skincare. All I use. You know what I'm saying. So you guys, we're chilling right now. We're gonna speak some good vibes. I'm gonna speak some good vibes to you guys. And that way you guys just spread those good vibes too. You know what I'm saying? I have my smoothie también. Because, you know, all this talking be making me get a little cotton mouth. Yes. So, today we are talking boundaries, baby. Boundaries. What are boundaries? What are boundaries? Do you guys know what boundaries are? Boundaries are what we set to protect our peace, you know, to protect ourselves, to have like a limit of how we want others to like treat us, you know, like how that's basically what it is, you know. I mean, it's basically to protect your peace and to show others how you want to be treated, you know. And I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna tell you guys my top 3, yes, boundaries that I have. Well, they're not my like top 3, but they're like some of my top. I'm gonna show 3 of my top boundaries. Okay. So yeah, basically, I mean, boundaries, I feel like, well, especially with me, I feel like they're always not always changing, but you know, there's somewhere like you alter, or there's new boundaries you're adding and stuff like that, you know, because you're just always going through experiences, and you know, and you just might like go through something you don't like, so that's when you're like, okay, I need to set this boundary now. Or if you already have a boundary set and they're not respecting it, or I don't know, maybe it's not clear, it's like alter it, get it right, you know. Or, you know, that's basically, let me just get to like the boundaries, right? Well, I mean, boundaries are for anything too, guys. Like, it's like for anything, for anyone. You set your boundaries, you know, and don't ever like put them down or like lower your boundaries or anything for nobody. Like, if you have a boundary set, stick to that boundary. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let this slide. No, because then that's also how, if you have a boundary set and then you just let it slide, they're just gonna be like, oh, you know what, I could just like, you know, do this and she's not gonna care, or this and that. Like, now, hunty, you want your boundary set and respect that boundary. You know, you respect the boundary and make sure that others are respecting your boundaries too. So my first boundary I'm going to share with you guys is like touching grabbing, hugging, like don't touch me. Like I just don't like people touching me, especially like if it's like a stranger or something or anything like that. Even just hugs, like, I have that boundary where it's like respect my space, respect me, my body. Like don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, I like to like, hug my family or like, hug some friends or like something like that. But even with that, like, there's somewhere it's like we're already cool, like we'll hug, this and that. But even still, like, you could always ask. I wouldn't want nobody, well, anybody like random or just like, people I'm not that cool with or anything like that, just to like come up to me and like hug me or like pat, even if it's just a pat in the back or anything. Like, I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me, so I don't do it to others, I'll ask first, like, sometimes you do want to hug somebody if they do something kind to you or like, just to like show that appreciation, to show that like, like love. So you can ask, I'll ask and be like, hey, like, can I just give you a hug or can I hug you? And if they say yes, then it's cool. And if they say no, or if I say no to you, dude, do not take it like bad or anything. Like respect that, like if somebody says they do not want you to give them a hug or anything like that, then respect it. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like I already feel energy, one already feels energy. And imagine just touching, like that's touching. Like if it's my hand, somebody else's hand, and touched, that's like extreme exchange of energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta be careful. I say you gotta be careful too with who you're just hugging and, shaking hands or like whatever, because you're literally like exchanging energies. You know what I'm saying? And even with like shaking hands, I'm not really a big fan either, because I'm telling you, just like touching you guys, like I'm big on like that, like I don't just want to grab anybody's energy. I don't want you to just go ahead and grab mine. You know what I'm saying? It took me a lot of work to get to this right now. You know what I'm saying? My energy's right. No, but I don't just want to go ahead and like, just grab anybody and stuff like that. Plus, you should be respecting everybody, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? But holding hands. So, so yeah, like what I do all the time is like peace, dude. Like I'll be like, hey guys, or even like if I'm leaving, I don't really want to go. I've never really liked to go around and say bye to everybody or say hi to everybody when I get somewhere. I'm like, my handshake, and this is like, I make it clear. I'd be like, hey, what's up, you guys? Like, I'm here, or like I'm dipping. But like I just do that, or if anything, I'll just do like a fist pump, quick, easy. You know what I'm saying? But the peace sign is the way to go, dude. Like it's just like, peace. Like that way we ain't gotta touch it. I'm just, dude. Like I'm like, respect my space, respect me, respect my energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big one for me. That's a huge one for me. Like I will literally tell you. I just cracked my finger. I will literally tell you like, hey, please, like, don't hug me, or like I'll, and it's like respect my boundaries, and I will respect yours too. So that's a big one. A second one is basically like, don't ask me to drink, and like don't keep pushing it. Like don't keep chingando. Like, okay, I used to drink. I used to drink a lot. And I don't drink it all no more. Like, I've tried. I mean, I haven't took a shot. Last time I got blacked out, to be honest, I blacked out was in December for Eduardo's 21st. And I was like, dude, like, never again. Like, I took, like, a sip of wine, like, a couple days ago. But that's because it was, like, a new flavor. And I was like, oh, like, let me try, like, I'll try it. But, like, me to, like, drink, and especially to drink to, like, get drunk, like I'm not doing that, and like that's not me anymore. Like I'm not just gonna go out and like, I'm telling you, like drink for what, you know what I'm saying? So, and I've made it clear, like I don't sip anymore, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't ask, Don't even ask me to like go out and sip or anything like that. Or if we're somewhere, like don't ask me to sip. And don't keep pushing it. Like don't push it. Like don't be like, oh, it's just a shot. Stop being a pussy. Like take this as that. Like you're not, like, or they'll pull the thing like, oh, you're not my friend no more. Like I thought we were cool. Like I thought we were like, what? Like obviously we ain't cool because you're over here like pushing the issue and like just making me like want to drink. Like I'm not gonna sip. I'm not gonna sip it out. Like I'm not gonna take a shot. Like I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I'm like big on that one too. Like if you keep pushing or whatever, if anything, like dude, I'ma just leave and be, like, cause I don't even want to be around that environment. Like around all those people like drinking and stuff like that. Cause it's like you guys are over here lightweight looking like fools. Especially if they're like really, really drunk already. And I'm like, what am I gonna do in that environment? What am I gonna do? Like obviously I can't have a good conversation with one of you guys because when everybody is drunk as fuck, like they don't know what the fuck they're saying. I didn't know what the fuck I was saying. I would say all these things and be like, dude, well, I wouldn't even remember what I would say. So yeah, I'm like that band, dude. Like no, I'm not gonna sip. Do not push it. Do not ask. You know what I'm saying? So that is my second. Well, one of my, another boundary. A third one that I'm gonna share with you guys is also a really big one. These are like, dude. These are like, well, these might be the top 3 actually. If I'm sharing them with you guys, if they're like the most important ones that I'm sharing, right? Anywho, the third one is respect my time. I am huge about my time, guys. Like, I have stuff to do, like if it's like I'm not working on like a project or like something, I'm working on me, like with anything, either self-care, like journaling, whatever, just working on me, like working, you know what I'm saying? So if I like actually make time to like hang out with you or like we're hanging out, like respect that time, respect me if we're there kicking it together, like don't be all up on your phone. Don't get okay. It's not that I'm on my phone, but like I try to get all my posts ready and everything. So if it's like the next day, then I'll just like upload it, like post it. Everything's ready, all the tags, like everything, hashtags, caption, So I'll be like, but I tell you, like if I'm with you, I'll be like, hey, I'm just gonna post real quick. Like you could keep talking. I'm very good at understanding. Like like I could listen to you. Like I make it clear that I'm still there. Obviously, I'm gonna post, but then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna post like this, and then okay, then I'm gonna give you my full attention, and and also it's like like I get it if you get a phone call or whatever, if it's an important phone call, okay, but then it's like your man is calling you and you're there having a conversation with him, and like then you like go hop outside the car real quick. It's like, dude, like aren't we like, having a little smoke sesh if we are, or like kicking there or something? Like, bruh, like your dude could wait. I'm pretty sure, and it's like I know if I'm gonna kick it with you, if I just have to post whatever I have to post, but I'm not gonna answer any of the phone calls, to be honest, or like messages or anything like that, because I want to be in that moment, like appreciate that moment, like like spend that time on what, if we're gonna kick it, spending on kicking it, I'm not gonna spend it on like anything else because I have my time, like I'm doing this at this time. I'm just so like that, and especially like if I got work or if I just got something to do, like it's with anything, guys, like even if I have a makeup client, like also respect my time, respect the time that I'm there. I give you guys a time frame, and depending on the look, if I say it's like about 1 hour and 30 minutes to like 2 hours. But if you want like a really exotic look, like say, I don't know, cut crease with like eyeliner and I don't know what, obviously it might take like even 3 hours, So it's like, I tell you that in advance so you can know, hey, 2 hours max. So I need like those 2 hours are for me so I could do your makeup, like, and also like, like, you shouldn't really be doing anything else. If you have kids, please find somebody to take care of them, like especially when like the kids go. This hasn't happened to me recently, but it happened to me before. I think it was just like once. The kids trying to touch my makeup, and it's like, oh no, hunty. Like, I will be like, hey, excuse me, please grab your child. You know, like, I'm not gonna let them play with my stuff. They cost me money, and like, I'm using them. Like, they're not kids' toys, you know? So, hold on, you guys. Chatita wants to get out of the room. But, like, don't be talking on your phone or, like, saying, oh, I need to go grab this. Oh, I need to go do this. Like, this is not, like, no. Like, I'm there for 2 hours just to do your makeup. I'm not going to wait on you, you know? Like, it's my time, you know? So, please, respect my time. I'm telling you guys, but that is with, like, anything, with anything. And I will tell you straight up too, like, if you're inviting me out or something and I'm like, hey, like, I got work, like, I got to do this, and that. Like, don't get all mad and say, like, oh, she probably doesn't want to kick. Like, I probably do want to kick it with you, you know, but my work and me, like, you know, if I'm putting work on me is more important, you know? Like, I'd rather spend my time on that right now than just going out and, like, I don't know, doing whatever. Obviously, I'm not going to sip or anything like that, but it's, like, even just going out. And then going out to eat, it's, like, I'm not a picky eater, but, like, you know, I don't eat meat and stuff like that, so it's, like, you know, I could just make my own food. Like, I'm good here at the house. No, but yeah. But it's like, yeah, just respect my time. Oh, what I was gonna get. But it's like, yeah, like, don't get mad. You know, like, I will kick it with you. I'll hit you up and they be like, hey, let's kick it. But I'm trying to get my stuff done first, you know? And that's how I think about, like, with anybody. Like, if we ever got distant or if we get distant or anything like that, it's like, it's like, I'm not getting mad. Oh, she's not hitting me up no more, like, anything like that. It's like, no, like, she is doing their thing, you know? I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna, you know, whatever. And it's like, obviously, if, you know, you didn't do nothing to me or anything like that, you know? Because obviously, if you did, like, it's clear and it's like, okay, we stopped talking for a reason. I don't really want to talk to you anymore or anything like that, you know? But if it's like, nothing ever happened or anything like that. We just, you know, it's like you doing your thing and I'm doing mine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I mean, setting boundaries is so important. Like, you just want to make it clear of how you want to be treated, you know? Respecting yourself and making sure that others respect you. Like, I'm telling you, setting like a limit, like setting of how, like, you know, to, like, not pass that way you don't get mad, that way you don't feel disrespected, you don't feel like irritated or anything like that, because you're trying to maintain happy, you know? So it's like, some, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so they don't break your peace, so they don't interfere with your peace. Like, setting that, do not do this because, you know, like, I don't like it. And people should respect that, you know? Like, just how you're setting your boundaries, like, other people set their boundaries too, and it's like, respect them. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody is saying, hey, please don't do this because I don't like it, you guys, respect them, you know? And don't be afraid of saying stuff like that either. Like, sometimes before I'd be like, oh, whatever, you know? But it's like, no, I'm not going to let it slide. I'm going to say how I feel, you know, because this is my boundary, and it's like, do not disrespect my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Set your boundaries, guys. If you guys don't have your boundaries set, get a piece of paper, get a pen, and start writing those boundaries. With anything, if it's, I mean, relationship boundaries, I don't know, just, you know, like, physical boundaries, like, you know, like, you don't want people touching you or, like, touching you a certain way or something, with whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Respecting your time, like mine, you know what I'm saying? These are my boundaries. If you guys want to use them, go ahead. You know, or to help you out with setting up your boundaries. You guys, it's so important to set your boundaries. Anywho, yeah, this is pretty much it. You know, something like, they're just my top 3. I have a lot, you guys. I felt like I had a lot. At first, I was like, what am I gonna tell them? Like, what boundaries should I give it as an example? And there was just like, I know there was just like so much and I just couldn't choose. But then I was like, you know what? No, I like, these are the 3 that I'm like, okay, no. These are basically my top 3 because I'm choosing them for a reason. And these are like it, you know? But then I was like, oh my God, I want to share this one. I want to share this and this and this one. But I was just like, no, I'll keep it to 3. If you guys want some more, I can give you guys more examples, or, just tell you guys some of my other boundaries también. Or if you guys want me to give examples of, like, I don't know, I mean, relationship boundaries. Not in a relationship, and I haven't really been in one. But I don't know, I could look it up, or just like, or what I think, what I have seen, and it's like, okay, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've never been in one, like I'm telling you guys, but I've seen relationships, I've seen crazy ass stuff, and it's like, okay, I know obviously in a relationship, I don't want that. I'm not gonna tolerate that. This is not gonna be said to me. You know what I'm saying? But then, I mean, it's also like for me, like I'm gonna be like, you know what? I don't really want to do that either, or I don't want to get this mad or anything. So it's like, that's why, I'm setting this boundary. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, please, please don't forget to like this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media. I do upload this on YouTube. Like, I'm going to do it here. It's on here on YouTube. But I do also just upload the audio to Spotify, Apple Music, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys just want to listen to it when you're like on the road, or if you just want to listen to it if you're just, limpiando the whole house, when you're on your cleaning vibes, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay tuned. I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Spread good vibes only. Speak those good vibes only. También set your boundaries. Have you guys said your affirmations too? Hope you guys did. Peace, you guys.